What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Church of Bitcoin. This is our first congression. I was messing around with the AI generative art stuff, and I decided we're now the Church of Bitcoin. Officially trademarked. Don't try to steal the idea. It's already taken. Where's the cooler pictures? Nope, I'll find them later. This one's good. Here we go. We're the Church of Bitcoin. Is it a real religion? Hopefully for tax purposes it will be. That's all I'll say. So, let's get into it. Let's get into the charts. What you guys are looking at today. What I'm looking at today. It's going to be a good one. Not a lot of price action here in the weekend. I set up a really big trading chart here for Bitcoin with like a really large outlook I'll share with you guys in the stream today. We'll start as we always start with a new chart, new chart, new start, new start, new chart. You know how it is. And yeah, I got it. So I'm a little off my game. I was trying to set it up for TikTok, and TikTok bamboozled me. I was trying to stream to TikTok. They said I could use YouTube or TikTok Studio and have the rights to do it. And then, I don't know, I just put it on my phone. There's probably nobody watching over there, but that's okay. But it threw me off my game because everything was working, and then last second it was like, no, you can't do that, so screw it. Let me get back into it, guys. Thanks for being here. Please smash the likes and subscribes for the new stream, engaging with the stream by chatting, voting in the polls, sharing, subscribe or whatever. That all counts as engagement, and engagement, when YouTube sees streams are getting good, healthy engagement, it says people are liking this, and then it shows it to new people. It really does make a difference. We have grown all year through the bear market, actually way better than I would have expected. Almost every channel I've looked at has either shrank or stayed stagnant in crypto, except for us, and that is thanks to you guys. So please smash the likes and subscribes. It is not placebo. It works. It does something. It's not for no reason. It won't be wasted. I promise. Man, I'm really off my game from that. That threw me through a loop. Let's do this. Shout out to our sponsors, BingX. You're going to see me trading live on BingX today. Bybit and Market Cipher. Links in the chat and in the video description below. Great platforms. Apparently I have to log in again. Dang security. Great platforms. They keep our channel's lights on during these boring times, so thank you to them. Yeah. Wow, guys. I'm sorry. This is like the least composed I've been in a live stream. I need to do this. I need to take these out. I need to put this on. And I need to get my tunes on and get in the zone. Got to get in the zone. Here we go. Let's put on some tunes. All right. So we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to probably take a look at, well, it is Sunday. So we're going to be looking at our weekly charts. We can pull up some Forex, some dollars, some stocks, some things like that. Take a look at what might be coming in the week ahead. I have a poll on YouTube basically asking how you think next week will go. Do you think it'll be a green week, a red week, etc.? Just lighthearted. Let's see what the crowd's got going on. There we go. We got our tunes. Much better. Much better. There we go. Chat's up. What's up, Pickle? Bad Baptist. Saruk. How you doing, man? Just plain crazy. Johannes is back. Gabriel Dallinson. You can't hear me. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Really? Is the music too loud? Dallin, are you messing with me? Anybody? My mic is a little loud. Almost. Okay. 1 minute. I got it here. Let me tune the audio levels down here. I don't want to be blowing you guys up. Is that better? Something like this. A little bit better. A little bit. Little bits. Let me know. Let me know quick. I don't want it to be music too. The mic's fine. Mic loud, music loud. You're on no music. Music pretty low. Yeah, the music's supposed to be low. Mic's a little distorted. Can't hear the musics. Huh. I wonder what's going on. I guess it's probably related to trying to set up that TikTok stream, the live stream. I can turn the music up a little bit. I like it to just be chilling in the background. I don't like it to really overpower the audio. Your mic is not distorted, mic's good, not hearing music. That's fine. If you can't hear music, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I turned it up a little bit, see how you guys feel about that. Here. Okay. All right. Check 1 2. You know, I've been streaming almost 4 years now, and still randomly you get these just days where things, you don't change anything, nothing different about the stream, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't go the same way as it usually does. Whatever. All right. So as long as you can hear me clearly and see the charts, we're good. We're good. All good, getting good, perfect. Let's take a look at this weekly. Last live stream was on Friday. Today we have 5 hours left in the daily time, or in the weekly candle, and things are not looking great. So immediately standing out to me on the chart is going to be our pivot point up here on our weekly time frame at 17.1. The number we talked about, I don't know, for the last month and a half. Our weekly candle opened there, traded to a higher high, all the way up to about 16.5 before sellers came in and pushed the market back down. So unfortunately, closing below 17.1, we get a really ugly candlestick. We talked about this on Friday. At the time on Friday, I believe it was green, and I said I can almost see it happening. Is this candle body coming down into the weekly close, closing red, and we have a nasty hammer candle on the weekly. That is a very bearish rejection candle. If we're going to look at it in a bubble, we're not going to use any confluence. We're not going to use any other signs or evidence. We're just going to look at the candlestick. That's very bearish on its own. However, with 5.5 hours left, as I always say, you can't count a candle until it's closed. It is still open. In the next 5 hours, we could see price settle back above 17.1. We could see it trade lower below 16.531. Let me add an alert here. We could see that happen. At the moment, I think the most likely scenario is we close right around here, and that kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, that kind of sucks. Not ideal for upside price action. Let me see, where's my chart from last stream? Here we go. We're gonna see what we were looking at last stream. That was not the one I was looking for. This is basically it. I added onto it. Take off volume profile, put it on hourly, and I'm getting a call. While I was live, that probably goofed up the live on. It's like, yeah, like 300 viewers over on TikTok. Dude, I don't know what it is with TikTok, but the numbers over there are absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. So this is what we were looking at. In the last live stream, we were looking for potentially a short position at 17.1. That's a macro resistance. That's a huge, important value to Bitcoin. Looking left on the chart historically, you can see plenty of interaction in our range here over the last 2 months, 3 months. And if we look even farther to the left, we see 17.1 was the 2018 high. That was a serious resistance. Lots of buyers were trapped there, and we really didn't have efficient price action as we moved back through it. Starting around October, we blasted through. We did back test it on a daily time frame, but there's very little consolidation. Really just pushed up higher at all-time highs. And in the last few weeks, we've come back below, tested it, broken it. We've even tested it as resistance, consolidated below it, and then moved back above it. So 17.1, definitely a major level that I'm still going to watch, and I'm probably still going to look to take a position here. Friendly reminder, everyone, none of this is financial advice. Please don't just blindly follow my trades. You will lose money. Let me lose the money. That's the value that this channel can give you. I'll lose money for you. That way you can keep your money. Don't get wrecked. I'll do it, and you can just watch and laugh at me when I do. So we were also looking potentially for a long from our zone in here. I remember someone asking, where would I be looking for a position? And I said, well, from the daily time frame, 16.7 down to 16.6, looking pretty ripe. And the reason being is our dailies here. Boom. Daily highs, daily reversal, pivot, macro, etc., whatever you want to call them, points 16.7, 16.6. So right in here in this range. I highlight this in green. Boom. Boom. This range. So we did push down. We were actually looking, I believe, at Lux Algo. I think we were looking at Lux Algo for this. We saw a order block down here, a nice juicy bit of liquidity. I forget what time frame. Maybe not. Maybe I can't find it now. That's okay. Life goes on. Yeah, there it is. Our change of character line down here at 16.7. So holding on to 16.7 actually looking pretty good. I'm getting sidetracked. Let me turn this off. And we're looking for long. That long looking solid. I actually can't log into BinaryX yet to close the TikTok app first. I will log in there and show you guys the live trades. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it now. Sorry, TikTok people. I know there's lots of people watching. Nah, that's only 83. There's like 300 or something in the beginning. I gotta log in, and I don't want to dox my info. So let me do it this way. Sorry about this, guys. I'm so thrown off by... I was like really trying to get this TikTok studio to work, but it said I didn't have permission, so I couldn't do it. Okay. Let me open that back up. They closed my live? It didn't. Sweet. Let me put this back on the holder. So now I'm doing it really janky by just having my phone stream it. And it's a terrible, terrible angle. You can't see. It's wonderful. Sorry, TikTok people. Prepare Patrol Futures. Here we go. So let's see if my trades are still open. I actually don't even know. All right. Yeah. Bitcoin. I think I reopened this. I think it got stopped and I reopened it. But since the live, let's see. Since the live, I actually did open another position on Litecoin. You guys are going to probably struggle to see it on YouTube. That's okay. And you won't see it at all on TikTok. It's behind me here. I opened another position on Litecoin. You can see LTC at a pretty solid support. We got some profits. Of course, these profits are very low. However, that position actually got closed at 63.8. I moved the stop up above my entry. As you can see, I moved the stop up on our long here. People ask, should you do this with every trade? And, you know, I've heard a lot of different opinions on that. Yeah, I see a lot of kind of influencer people be like, I never lose trades because I move my stop up to my entry. There's a problem with it, and it's probably a bad habit. So when we create a trade, we make a plan, we pick a take profit, we pick a stop and an entry. And what happens when, okay, your trade filled and then you move your stop up? Well, it does prevent you from losing, right? It prevents you from having the drawdown on that trade. But what you're doing is you're changing the risk to reward after you've created your plan. So in my opinion, it's probably bad trading. It's probably a bad habit, because what you're doing is, instead of allowing your plan to play out and taking profits at your take profit as you plot it out on your chart, you end up taking profits right above your entry. Which means your risk to reward gets super skewed. And what happens is you might win a bunch of trades and you win little pennies, but then that one trade where price just goes straight against you, doesn't bounce up and go back above your entry so you can move your stop, you end up giving back all those gains in one loss. So you're taking an advantage risk to reward, like a 3-to-1, and then making it more like a 1-to-3. And I think that's probably a bad choice. It's probably a bad choice. Anyway, I got distracted. Weekly, unless we can move higher, we're closing with waning buying momentum on the weekly time frame, says MACD. That's not ideal. Seeing this kind of one-off candle here of increasing momentum is not a good sign. This is what I like to call a MACD fake out. I want to see if I can find any other examples. I actually can't find any. Okay, here's one. 1, 2. Here's 2. Okay, so we have an example right here. And we on the bearish side, and we have an example right here on the bullish side. And what happened with price action? I actually don't know because I didn't look, but typically these lead to nasty price moves. So let's see. Here we had a fake out to the downside. Price moved to a higher double top, higher high on Binance. So this led to a reversal. Let's see back here. And the fake out here was in March of 21. So basically price topped out there. These aren't really great signs. I don't want to see this close this way. If it does, it's not the end of the world, but it is a bearish little piece of evidence. But combining that with the hammer here, the inverted hammer on the weekly, that's kind of confluence of not so great, not such greatness. Same as last stream, I'm going to guess Same as last stream on the weekly time frame. Let's move these down. On RSI, just as review, we have bullish divergence on our lows as we see our lows in price coming down, but our lows on RSI coming up. So that's good. That's the only good thing we have. However, if we're going to say, okay, we have bullish divergence on our lows, we also have to look at our highs here. And our highs, unfortunately, are doing the same thing. So we have bearish divergence on our highs and bullish divergence on our lows. Bearish. I cannot type bearish div. And then on our lows, bullish div. You'll find that this actually happens a lot, especially on higher time frames. And you'll say, well, which do we look at then? If we have both, what does that mean? Nothing. I don't know if there's a hard set rule, but my kind of rule that I use and I've used in my trading, everyone trades differently, there's no one way to do it, is I'm going to use whatever the most recent divergence is. So I'm going to give weight to the bullish divergence here versus the bearish. What I would say is if we see price kind of bounce again and we have bearish divergence paint one more time on the weekly down here, then we'll say, okay, bearish divergence is the most recent divergence, and we'll go back to that. That's the only kind of counter we have right now to our bearish signals. We have mostly bearish. Bullish divergence kind of like maybe baiting us into a long position. And just one more thing about RSI. Again, we looked at this, but we'll review it as the week is about to close. RSI had a nice move above its moving average and then was rejected with this sell-off. So another hit to it's very important that this week close a little higher. And when I say very important, I mean for short-term price action into the next, probably just into the end of the year, maybe next month or so. We'd like to see this not reject. So buying into this weekly close would be great. If we don't get it, hopefully we can stay alive with a swing rejection on RSI, and that is oversold and a rejection from going oversold again. And that is reading probably too far into the chart. So let's zoom in because I think that weekly recap's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good weekly recap. Looking at the day, looking at the daily, we have the pretty clearly defined levels. I think that's really all anyone could point at here. It's like you had a test of support, you broke resistance, you faked out, you had a higher high, and now you've fallen back and you've retraced all those gains. And yesterday closed a very tiny green candle off of support. This is not looking great. If you think of the chart as a story, the story was things looked uncertain. Things started to look good. You flushed out kind of the FOMOers, and then you really did have a nice move to the upside. However, profit taking absolutely demolished that move in the next daily candle and into the candle after that. So a little excitement got generated, but sellers came in, smashed price back down, and the response to that move was very weak comparatively. This was a 4% daily down, and that was after a 2.5 with only a 0.87% retracement, with only 0.87% coming back into the buy side here. That's very weak buying. This is very weak buying. This is not a bullish signal either. We can even imply here on the day we have a local support, but really that's just all in the same zone. So what's the point? Let's just leave it as it is. And there we go. That's actually a pretty nice, this is actually a pretty good summary chart right here. You've got your levels, your support. You're going to have resistance above here at 17.8-ish. Let's make this red. And if we want to look lower, of course, we can look to kind of these dailies down here, these higher lows. If they're lost, then this bear trend is back to bucking, unfortunately. We can look at it this way, just taking kind of the wicks to the bodies. And that gives us two zones below us. So if we do lose, even into this weekly, if we do lose 16.5, we can look down here to the 16.1, or looks like 15.7-ish, down obviously to November's low. Not a lot else. That's a pretty complete chart. Multiple MAs. Let's look at these again. I think I need to start pulling up my moving averages more often. Okay. Well, this is not ideal either. We have the 20 daily moving average. Fun fact, Bollinger Bands. Everyone, you guys know what Bollinger Bands are. Great indicator. It's free, made by John Bollinger. Great dude. Met him in real life at the Litecoin conference in Vegas. The Bollinger Bands are just the 20 moving average on whatever time frame you're using, plus 1 deviation to create the top line and minus 1 deviation to create the bottom line. That's all it is. So that's why, in my opinion, the 20 is actually a very important moving average, because lots of people use Bollinger Bands and they're unknowingly maybe using the 20 weekly. But what I don't like is the 20 weekly is right here at 17.1. So it is guarding the price point that we really want to retake. It's overlapping with resistance here, and that's going to increase the strength of the resistance. That's not a great sign. If we do see a bounce even into today or maybe early next week, it is likely to reject there. That's not good. But even if it does reject there, the 20 is going to continue kind of sailing up for a little bit while the 50 continues down. And this is what I was looking at in the last stream with a kind of our hypothetical MA forecast. We're going to see, this is going to be technically a bullish cross, as the 20 is going to cross up over the 50. However, the 50 is trending down, and if price does reject down while this is happening, we're going to see the 20 then lose a little bit of its steam, and it's going to bend down over time. And that is not, in my opinion, a bullish cross, though it is a golden cross. It is a bullish cross via the definition. I usually don't find those to actually play out bullishly. The 100 is coming on down, and it's likely looking to meet price at 18.4, right around here. So if we do actually break through the 20, likely going to find resistance at 18.4. Maybe not a terrible place to look to take a position. That's good. That's good. All right. All right. Cool. So we got the daily wrapped up. Obviously, we'll add this. I am going to add this horizontal, but I'm going to add it really just for hours. I don't want it like on the daily and stuff. It's not a super important level. It's just an important level when we're zoomed in. Let's take a look at the 12. Oh no, real quick on the day. What do we got? That bullish divergence here. This is more local than our weekly signals we were looking at. Still in play. Never mind. Disagreed. I don't know why I said that. Not in play, as we have a low in price, a lower low in price, and RSI has mirrored that. So we have a low and a lower low in RSI. That's actually no divergence. No divergence there. So the daily not giving us hope. Something kind of cool about the daily RSI is over the last few dumps, we've seen really similar RSI behavior. We can paint it this way. I think the first person I saw point this out was Kevin Svensson. Shout out to Kevin Svensson. Haven't seen you in a while, bud. We did a nice collab the other month. And what it is essentially just ascending channels of RSI. We see our lows and our highs coming up before we see it dump out of that trend. It is, again, unfortunately, looking a lot like that. Higher highs, higher lows, and we're not making too much progress to the upside on price. So that is not great. Market Cipher B, let's take a peek on the day. VWAP is rolling over. We're seeing VWAP move back up towards the 0 zone. I like to see that with green positive money flow. However, that looks like a lower low on the daily money flow, so that's not really ideal. I think Market Cipher B is looking to do something like this, or potentially just a very weak MACD move to positive while momentum moves down. Not a lot of goods. Not a lot of goods there. Not a lot of goods. Daily MACD selling momentum has begun. Kind of adding up everything in my head here, that what I've said over the weekly and daily, what I'm looking at is 16.5. If we do see trading below 16.5 today, I think we see a quicker or a more volatile move to the downside. So if we break our low here from the 15th, I think we do see a move rather quickly, either to that 15.7 down here or that 16.1 here. I think that will be actually pretty confident on that. We can use that in the reverse though and say, all right, well, if I find that to be true, here's some kind of really higher level trading thinking is, okay, well, if I think if this level breaks, we're going to see a volatile move to the downside, I can look to take a position with my stop there going against the trend, looking to, in this case, it would be a long. And where would you logically take profit on that long? Well, we talked about 17.1 as a pretty strong resistance there with the 20 daily and with our local consolidation here. That's kind of like reverse engineering a trade. I like doing that. I definitely recommend guys to be experimental when it comes to analysis. Don't get stuck in a box of viewing everything the same way. Markets don't work like that. Markets, they'll never allow you to continue doing the same thing and win over and over and over again. It's just not how markets are. If you do have that experience, which almost everyone does, because everyone will be like, wait, that happened to me though. I just kept shorting, kept winning. What happens is it just baits you into doing this, and then it takes all the gains back in one move. I've seen it time and time again. Time and time again. All right, down to the 12. We've broken down the chart on the longer time frames. 12 hours still looking crappy. We saw positive money flow reject very strongly here on the 14th. Momentum's back down. VWAP is coming up, and that does line up with the daily, so that's all right. But we're going to have to see some pretty bullish stuff when we get sub 12 hour for that really to matter. Momentum could be waning. We'll find out on this weekly close today. It's not there yet. It's not closed yet. And after 4 increasing momentum candles, I'm not buying it quite yet. Not buying it. No divergence on our RSI as well, so not a lot of tips there. Let's go down to the 4. And then we'll move on. We'll go to the 4, and then I'll go up from like the really low time frames, and we'll move on. Probably like just another like, few minutes on this. Lower low on momentum, higher lows on VWAP, but man, the bulls are really struggling to find bids here. RSI is nice and low, but it's also the lowest point price. This low is problematic. Maybe that's something you can take away from what I've been saying. This low is problematic. The reason is it broke our market structure. It broke our market structure here. We had higher highs, higher lows. If we had bounced at 17.1, bounced here, that'd be incredibly bullish for the short term, but we didn't. We broke to this new low, and the reason it's problematic is every time frame we've looked at now, except for the day and week, well, it has a lower low on RSI, so we can't look for bullish divergence here. That is invalidated because we have a lower low in price and a lower low on our RSI. Looks like MACD reflects that too on the 4. And this is the bummer, I suppose. So we were watching the 4 hour like a hawk. This was looking great as money flow just refused to go negative. We hadn't seen this in a long time. Well, looks like we lost that trend as bulls giving up the bids here. The best case scenario is like in this 4 hour candle, potentially the next one, is to see upside price action. The only indicator here that I like that's agreeing with this idea is VWAP. We're seeing a little fake out. We need to see in the next 4. Well, I don't know how long. How long do we have? 1 hour. So even during this live stream, sweet. Maybe during this live stream we'll get this, but if in the next hour, I guess we can extend this out into the next 4 hour candle. So I'll say over like the next 5 hours, aka until the day and week closes. If we see upside price action on the 4, we can see a higher low here on our negative money flow, and VWAP can start pulling momentum up, and that actually can give us the start of a reversal. We're not there yet. Not quite there yet. But that is the hopium of the day. Let's zoom in, go down to the 5, go down to the real low time frames, and we're going to knock these out quick. I'm seeing some bullish divergence kind of across indicators here on the 1 minute, but it's the 1 minute. Don't pay too much attention to it. It's usually just full of gibberish. On the 5, a little bit more dependable here as we zoom out. I do like this kind of clean 50 RSI hit within bullish engulfing candle. On the 5 minute, this is actually some pretty interesting, like really short-term price reversal. I think we can look for maybe a 618 retracement here in the live stream. Right about here, if I can get my thing. About that. There we go. That 50 hit combined with the bullish engulf. Yeah, I'm going to look for the 618 retrace at 16.7. It's not a big move, but it's something. Winning momentum, but a lower low. Not a lot of goodies. I do like the potential. We see that money flow is really consolidating. I have to really zoom in to even see these. We have a very, very small red money flow wave with momentum looking to pinch and VWAP pulling it up. I think that is pretty much looking for this. Let's go to the 15. Hammery, doji-ish candle on the 15. Likely to see maybe a higher low here. Move up into that 16.7. I think that's what we're going to see. Nothing on RSI. Market side for B looks like crap too. 15 not quite as strong. So we had some good good low time frame bullishness, but now this is kind of looking lackluster again. Into the 30 higher high on VWAP, momentum's coming up, money flow's coming up. 30 doesn't look bad, actually. 30 does not look bad. If the hourly looks good, which it doesn't, wow. The hourly looks short-term bad, but maybe longer-term good. It looks like it does want to come back down, but I'm thinking kind of with these, the lack of breaking these lows here and a high move on VWAP, I think it's looking for a higher low. And when we get a higher low on negative money flow, we look for it to roll over. So maybe that could mean like into the weekly close, we might see that play out. Into the close here in 5 hours, but not really what I was hoping to see. I think we really only have that short-term bullishness. It's like short-term, maybe in the next hour, we see it move to the upside, which is good because the 4 hour needs it. But then likely we'll see consolidation into the next 4 hour candle, maybe just a red, what is it, dwarf candle? I don't know, a little red candle next to a green one. And closing out the week a little higher. Really need it above 17.1 though. That's what it's going to come down to. That's the number. Look at you go, Bitcoin, right up, boom, ta-da! The champ. I actually have 2 belts now. I don't think I showed you guys a new belt. Here, let me. New belt. This is the new one. Back to back. It's hard to see because it's so shiny. Back-to-back TA championship belts. Just throw that over your shoulder. Something like that. I told you guys last year when I got the belt that it smelled like a barn. This one does not. So now this is my favorite one. First belt is really exciting. Your first belt's super exciting. Your second belt is eh. I mean, I still appreciate it. I still like it, but you know, when I get the third belt next year, so when we win best TA 3 years in a row, that'll be a good belt. Better have like a hat trick on it. All right. Let's look at. I'm gonna pull up CoinGecko here. We'll see if anything's moving. Trust Wallet, Rocket Pool, BNB. Let's take a look at BNB again. That was the chart. Kind of everyone was a little stressed over. Somebody asked me in Target Hit. Target Hit does like a 24/7 live crypto chat stream thing on YouTube. Somebody asked me, what about Binance? And they said, do you think Binance is insolvent? Obviously, I don't have the answer, right? Obviously. But in my opinion, based on just like read of the market, just my crypto sense, my crypto spidey sense, I think BNB is fine. I think Binance is fine. I don't think Binance has problems. Binance came into this space at a time where they had to really build from zero. They came in, it was like 2018. They basically were born into the bear market. And so I think what we're seeing is these exchanges that kind of sprung up in the bull market have the same issue as the assets in a bull market, where they get super inflated and bubble, and they get very overvalued, very kind of ahead of themselves, too big for their britches, and they popped. Binance was born into the bear market, where it's kind of the opposite, where you're born into like fire, and so all of your fat, all of your excess, all of your, you know, your excess, I think that's a good word, is burned off, and you're left with just like the diamond core. It doesn't guarantee anything. No exchange is 100% safe, guys. You know I preach this all the time. Not your keys, not your coins. There's always risk with centralized exchanges. But someone asked me, and I was like, I feel like they're probably fine. Time will tell. But always be aware of the risks. This is not the chart I was looking for. This is an older chart of BNB. This one? This is probably it. If this is the same one, I'm going to kill something. Sweet. There we go. Another one. Dang, we're on fire. This is good, though. While the charts look super bearish, I will say almost every time that I'm on fire and I keep hitting trades, like live stream, typically we see bullish price action after, because my bias is absolutely bullish. I don't hide it. It's not a secret. But here we go. Another pretty perfect trade. Boom. Guys, by the way, I'm wrong all the time. If you're just tuning in, this is the first stream I've ever seen. I'm wrong all the time. Please don't think I'm like, don't be fooled. I'm wrong all the time. It comes in waves. But usually when I'm right on, when I hit a bunch in a row, things get bullish. This is a perfect trade. Boom. We were looking for 235 on BNB 2 days ago. Price was up here when we were looking for this trade. I remember someone said, where'd you go on BNB? And I said, I'd be looking down here. Nice bottom wick here on the day. Support held, at least for now. Doesn't mean it can't get stopped out tomorrow or whatever, but this is looking pretty good. The reasoning behind this trade is right here. Our weekly order block acting as support after a high, a higher high, and a break of structure right there. Well, where are we going to look? Back to the order block. If you watch our educational shorts, they're pinned to the top of the chat. It says education. If you watch our educational shorts, you would be on top of it. You would know all about the order blocks. Let me put that link in the chat. Here we go. Let's see if that worked. Boom. Boom. All right, go to the 4. Nice trade. So on this trade, we originally were looking for 324. That was previous resistance as our TP. That is looking actually like a pretty hard ask right now, though. Because I'm not seeing what I want to see on BTC, I don't think it's as likely that we're going to be getting what we want here on BNB, though BNB has outperformed Bitcoin the entire bear market. If we look at our swing high to swing low, so our swing high at about 400 down to 220, dang, that's a 50% drop. In crypto, it's like a drop of the hat, man. If we assume this bottom is in and we use our Fibonacci retracement tool, as we love to use, I do like this, our 618, where we almost always look for retracements to happen, sitting directly below resistance and our take profit at 324. I like that. It's a little confluence for you. I don't think I'm going to adjust this trade. If I had taken this trade, which I did not, guys, also, I don't always take the trades I put out. There's too many. A lot of time I'm just riffing ideas. But if I did take this trade, not financial advice, I might look now, because we're really betting on this support to hold, I might look to move the stop up. Even though I was just complaining about that and saying how that's bad habit, I might look to move the stop up. I think I could still take it right below the lows. And actually, I'll just place this to make it easier to see. So we might do something like this. I'm going to move this back to the way it was. What I want to do here, basically, if I am going to change this, is I still want to keep the same risk to reward. So what moving my stop up allows me to do is it allows me to pull my take profit down. And there we go. Actually, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Our 3-to-1. That's my favorite risk to reward. You don't have to trade 3-to-1. You can trade whatever you want. I do recommend like above 2, but still. I actually like the way this looks. If we move our stop up, we can probably just target right here at 275. I think that is a much easier ask. But this is, again, changing our trade after we've made our plan. So maybe a bad idea. Maybe a bad idea. I'm going to do one more right here. What we could do is say, all right, well, what if we moved our stop into profit? The bad habit I talked about earlier. If I did that, I would then probably look for less upside, maybe right back to this 4-hour low wick, 255. Your risk to reward gets thrown out the window because your stop is above your entry. There's no longer risk to reward, it's just infinity. That would still be a 10% upside. It actually almost touched there in the last 12 hours. But that might be the way I look at it too. So here's kind of like 3 iterations of how we might look to play it. I kind of like this idea. There is no one way to trade. That's what I like saying. I think this is looking pretty good. I don't know which one's best. It all comes down to your risk profile, what kind of trader you are, what you're comfortable with, how much is on the line, etc. Let me look back at my Bitcoin trade. On BingX, we're looking good. It does almost look like I can move my stop up more, doesn't it? It almost looks like I can move it up to like 17, 7-ish. What do you guys think? We've got 600 viewers right on. Only 200 likes. Guys, can we smash the likes and subscribes? Let's get 420 going. You can spam it up, 420. We have 500 votes. 500 of you voted, but only 200 of you liked. Guys, if you're voting and not liking, that you're missing the point of democracy. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean. It's kind of gibberish. 39% are looking for a green week. I can see that in like a game theory way. Really ugly weekly close into a green week. We do see that a lot. I'm going to close this poll, and I'm going to put up a new poll. Smash likes. What should I do with my trade? We're going to wait till this gets like 500 likes. Or 500 votes, and then we'll see what you guys think I should do. Close now. Leave it. Move. Stop. Up. Move. Stop. Above entry. And then we'll do like move. Stop. Aggressively up. That means then like leave it open. There we go. Let's see what you guys think I should do with this. I will say this, guys. You know, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. No hard feelings. Just keep this in mind. On the 14th, when we were trading live, and I took a short at 18.3. 18.3. 18.333. It was like within 0.1% of this swing high. You guys did tell me I should close it. And I did. Just keep that in mind. I don't want to influence your voting. Vote with your conscience. But we had the perfect short, and we closed it because we voted to. It's pretty funny. No hard feelings. It happens. No hard feelings. We had the perfect short. 50 or 34. 34% with 53 votes. Get more votes. When we get like 500, I'll see what you guys want to do, and we'll do it. Let's see. I haven't been reading the chat. Spam the ham. What's up, Gabe? Jeff Seymour. Zahid. BNB short? Question mark. I mean, everybody trades differently, man. But I was looking for a long. I was looking for a long on BNB. It filled. Didn't get stopped. I'm currently long Mr. James, but it's very tight. I guess. Wait. I added move stop above entry, and that I already did that. So maybe I goofed up that poll. Oh well. I am in a long. It's already moved up. Sunday weirdness. Justin, how you doing, man? Dale Russell, random gamer. You're long. Megan, how you doing, Megan? You're shorting? It's probably not a bad call. If I'm long, you'd probably be shorting. What's up, Dabo, Bart, Hendrik, my mang, No Eggs, Michael Norris. Shout out to you, Epidemic. George Zorita. Who else is here? Dan K, SSJ3. SSJ3. What's up, Bull Run? How you doing, Joey? Joey! Robert, man. My man. Love you, Robert. James. Andrew Williams. Master Chief. We have the Master Chief here. To be fair, we closed our short because it was coming off Fed news. I know. And it was a vote. Like, you know, it wasn't one person. And it's also, in hindsight, we shorted the top, right? Honestly, I probably should have known when it didn't get stopped, when it was so close, that I should have left it open. But like I said, I'm here to lose money so you don't have to. You can watch me lose money. And so I'm okay. I'm okay closing stuff if you guys want me to. It's fun. It's interactive. Gonna stay within a range now, says Armanj. I could see that happening. It's kind of my 4-hour prediction on the next 4 hour. Please show Steve's chart. I don't know which one. Did he message me? He didn't message me today. I don't have Steve's chart up. Ricardo Vasconcelos. We're getting rejected. We could be. Such a radio voice. Thank you, Pickle. It's mostly the microphone. This is a very nice microphone. Serial killer. Gift me your goggles. Couldn't find it online? What? They're so easy to find, man. Just go to Google and you do box frame mirror sunglasses and then blue. Like, there you go. I just typed it into Google. And like these aren't the exact ones, but you can see if you like zoom around a little bit, you'll find them. Like these ones are really similar. They have a wood finish. I considered getting these ones. These ones would look the same from the front, but have a wood finish, maybe classier. There's a bunch of them. Wait. There's a bunch of retailers. They're really not expensive glasses. Here, I'll put this in the chat for you. Here you go. If you guys know sunglass manufacturers who are trying to go into business, they're put in the chat. Trying to go into business with TomCrown, man. Shoot them my way. Let's start making some TomCrown shades. Who subscribed? I didn't even shout you guys out. I'm a mess. What's up? Usman Hamid. Welcome to the fam. Eli Tel Aviv. Darren Trace Sparrow. Abshik David Raj. Young Chi. Slam Banjo. Dallin Sun. Super chat at $5. We've been trying to reach you regarding your car's extended warranty. You'll never find me. You'll never find me. Avatar. Satyadev. B-Rad1. Trong D Nai. Sanjay. I think that's it. That's all it's showing me. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, if you're sitting there, you're new, you just wandered in here, you don't know what's going on, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Go ahead. Join our family. We have been live streaming. We've been live streaming through the last bear market, all the way through this bull market. Back to the bear market. We're still here. We're going to be here. We can be your home. We can be your shelter from the FUD. We'll be here. Hopefully you'll be here with us. Make sure you join the Discord as well. Links in the chat. When you join the Discord, you'll see the verify room after you hit like you agree to the rules. All you have to do is in the verify room, there's a message by me6. There's this little green checkmark emoji thing. All you have to do is click this. Click that and you'll be in the Discord. And when you do, you will get our airdrops. After every live stream, I airdrop a little Bitcoin to everyone. And I make you all Bitcoin holders just for being in there. It's because I care about you. It's because I care. That's all you have to do. So jump in there. Links in the chat. I'm going to close a bunch of this stuff. Andrew Williams, Dixie increasing. Take a peek at Dixie. I said we would, so we should. Any plans on Lifer Crown collab? Have we not? No plans not to. Honestly, lots and lots. Like, this is going to sound... I'm not egotistical at all. I have no ego. I am like Bitcoin. Again, welcome to the first congression of the bitch... I did not mean to say that. Welcome to the first congression of the Church of Bitcoin. This is our first sermon. Oh, man. I said bitch. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar hawkish talk from the Fed on the FOMC meeting. Thanks for joining, by the way, guys. That was a great time. That was Wednesday. And despite the hawkish talk, we settled up the 16th and 15th bullish engulfed. No higher high on the next day, but not bad. It's the 18th, yeah. The dollar does trade over the weekend, but the indice dollar thing doesn't. I will say this does look pretty darn strong. We'll have to see how it opens. I think that opens in like a few hours. It opens like Sunday night. We'll have to see how that plays. But I like this. This is down on the hourly time frame. I like this. This is like a janky inverse head and shoulders pattern. We have a 1, 2, 3 low, maybe kind of a triangle bottom low. And then this weirdly looks like Bitcoin or Litecoin here, this weird sell-off. We have a nice stop run on that last low to a higher high, and this looks like a cup. So, I mean, the dollar could open down here or something, but on the hourly, at least into Friday's close, it was showing strength, I agree. That's not usually a good thing for assets, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. I'll set an alert. Set an alert. Our first in-stream target hit within minutes. Pa-pow. Pa-pa-pa-pow. There it is. A little double bottom on the 5. How's the 5-minute looking now? Lower low. Okay. Maybe a little bullish divergence there. Actually, I like this setup. Whoa, I like this setup. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. VWAP. Higher lows. Momentum is back to 0. But we do see this little green dot here. I don't really go by the dots, but this little green dot, whenever I see them at 0, that catches my eye. We might be looking for something like this on the 5. With a double bottom, confluence, with bullish divergence on our RSI, with momentum rolling over, selling momentum wane off. Let's take a look at like the 15. Is there anything decent here? It's not as nice. 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, if this 15-minute candle, which it currently is, closes bullish engulfed, I think we're moving up. I think we're at minimum retesting 16.7. I could see this. Use our fib extension tool, look at our 1618 and 2 to our measured move. I think if we get this 15-minute bullish engulf, I think we're looking for an extension target. That could be like 16.8. I like it. I like it. 30-minute, this looks very flaggish. Small candle bodies after a rally. Lower highs, higher lows. 45 is still green. Ooh. 30-minute money flow moving back up, maybe looking to make a higher high. That'll be the next signal I look for. That'll be a pretty confirming signal in my mind for that extension move. I'm still dubious on the hour though. Dubious. Let's see. You're a legend. Thank you, Random Gamer. You're a legend too, bro. We are all legends. Inverse Dixie chart. Martinez, how you doing? Looking like a nice long wick then dump, says Matthew Hoffland. Could be. Short to 8K, Michael D. Curious, 8K. What? Anyone in here that has a target of 8K? I'm curious on the reasoning. 250 votes on what I should do with my trade. 35% in the lead saying leave it. Keep voting. When it gets 500 votes, I'll do whatever it is you guys think I should do. Because that way we can all learn together. We can all learn together. Refresh real quick. 336 likes. Can we please get 420? I need my license. We have 500 viewers. We have 340 likes. We can get 420 likes right now if you just pick up your mouse or your mobile device, move it over to the thumbs up and hit it. If you're not enjoying the stream, I mean, hit the thumbs down. That's fine. Vote with your thumbs. Martina says we're delusional longing this. Well, I mean, longing right here, right now? Yeah, probably. But we already longed it. We caught the bottom on the last live stream. So, I guess profitable delusion? Perhaps. Perhaps. Quizás. I think that's perhaps in Spanish. Quizás. I don't speak Spanish, so if I just said something really bad, let me know. Visual Nest Academy. Shout out to you for subscribing, Megan. Megan, you joined us. Magan. Sani. Robert M24. ZS. Big Bob 7987. Ronan. Legonolo. Matij. Grom. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure you guys jump in the Discord. Keep up with our daily live streams. Check out the playlists, etc. Super chat. You got it on 5. Keep working hard. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Justin. You got 5 on it. Happy holidays to you, Justin Burdick. Good to have you. Good to have you guys here. I know a lot's going on today. People watching the sports ball game. I heard it was epic. I might have to watch it. Might rewatch it later. Checked it out on the 15-minute chart. I don't see your dot. I do not see your dot. Where's your dot? On the 15-minute chart. Don't see it, random gamer. Join your Discord already, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Jerry M. Hi, Tom. Question. Kizah is perhaps. Kizah. I thought it was Kizos. Kizos? I don't know. I don't. You're the expert. Grom is our great lord and pagan emperor of the Church of Bitcoin. Welcome to the Church of Bitcoin. May the decentralized gods bless you. Nate Trades. Do I expect another capitulation event? Who knows, man. Love the way I pronounced your name. 7 out of 10. Hey, that's a passing grade. That's a C minus. I did my best. JC's uncle has limit orders at 8K. Can't explain his reasoning either. That's okay. I mean, whatever. Hey, your uncle placed limit orders and he's sitting on limit orders, not just marketing in. He's ahead of the game. I mean, he's ahead of the game 90% of traders already. 90%. Where am I streaming from? The blockchain, baby. Oh, the Polkadot chart. How is this? Oh, the dot. I got you. Mr. Random Gamer, only because you said I was legendary. I'll pull it up. You got mine right. I'm pretty sure I said Boner the first time, Robert. Pretty sure I said Robert Boner the first time. But I do my best on pronunciations. I pride myself in the ability. Dot 15. I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it. You got bullish div on your low here, that's not bad. Even down to the hour. Not on the 4 though. Momentum waning off on MACD. Actually, so the 15, I don't know if I'm seeing what you're seeing, but the 5 I actually don't hate. The 5, it looks like it's making higher lows and higher highs on money flow, and same with VWAP, and negative VWAP lows are coming up. That's not bad. That's not bad. You have bullish diversions off of your lows around here. 30 minutes a little problematic. The thing I guess on 15 I like is this really weak VWAP move, and it is back to 0. But I just can't help but look at this money flow. I don't love that. I'll do this for you, Mr. Gamer. I'll add an alert right here at the high. 470. If you break 470, it's probably moving farther. It's probably continuing. Did we hit 420? We have 400 likes, guys. We have 500 viewers, 400 likes. That's really clean. Nobody move. Take a snapshot. No! Someone moved. We just need 20 more, literally. We can do it in an instant. All right, we need 18. We have 402. Once we get 420 likes, I shut up about likes. We just have to get 420 every day because I need to keep my blazing license. You guys don't understand how important it is. There we go. 420. You guys rock. You have all earned your 420 license for the day. You may blaze it. In the Church of Bitcoin, blazing is encouraged. It's encouraged if you want to, and if it's legal where you live. Follow your local jurisdictions. Gotta know them. A few more subscribers. Walkser, what's up, man? James Skinner, SAB1. Welcome to the fam. Jump in the Discord. Check out the links in the video description below. Our sponsors, Bybit, BingX, Market Cypher down there. Sign up using my links because it supports the channel. This is the way I see it, because I don't really like encouraging leverage trading because I do mostly spot trading. But people use it anyway. I've never been able to convince anyone not to. Everyone has to learn their lessons. But here's the way I think about it is, if you use my link, then a percent of that trading fee goes to me and helps support the channel, instead of to the big exchange who has millions and millions of dollars. If you sign up just without my referral link, all that money goes to them. Might as well come here. You'll keep our lights on, keep us streaming. What's up, Ginger Rogers? How you doing? Ooh. A little bouncy. Cool. All right, I was talking about this just minutes ago. Look. It's not quite confirmed. I think we have to see at least 1 or 2 more candles close. But we looked at this 5-minute market cipher B, and I said, this catches my eye right here. I like this. We saw this green dot print at the 0 line with money flow, VWAP making a lower high and money flow making a lower high as well on the negative side. And I said, we might be seeing this. It looks like it's coming in different. It looks like it's happening. We had confluence here. This is basically a double bottom on the 5-minute candles. So this is 5-minute, very manipulated, highly volatile. Can't really be confident, but this is all just theory. We're just running. I'm just running through charts the way I would by myself anyway on the daily basis, but with you guys watching. 5-minute momentum rolling over and bullish divergence on these lows here. We have a lot of confluence for this move. So in the stream though, back here, we said, all right, I'm looking actually for a move to 16.7 right here. Look at that precision. Back to the 618. It already happened.
I'm stacking $1 BNB short. Can you check the chart? I love other people's chart confirmations.
What's up, Sean? How you doing, Sean Dillard? Stacking BNB short. Go for it. In the last live stream, we painted out this long trade. So I didn't take this trade. As I said earlier, I don't take all the trades I place on stream. I don't have time. It's usually just like riffing ideas. My logic was looking at support 233. It is a weekly order block from our low back here in July. And we're looking to play that up. Originally, we were looking for 324. We went through some iterations, kind of what it might look like if we moved the stop up, if we move the stop in a profit, etc. And this is kind of how I see it. To take a short, I don't think is crazy. I think, I'll put it this way, right here in this second, I personally wouldn't make any trade. You're not at support, you're not at resistance. You might say, okay, on the hourly, you have, resistance here. You could convince yourself of that. So maybe there's something there, and that's not totally gibberish. I mean, that is support, was broken, now resistance. So I still wouldn't take any trade on like an hourly horizontal. But if I had to, gun to my head, I would probably choose a short over a long right here. Right here randomly. Again, I wouldn't take any trade, but if I had to. And what I'd look for on that short trade likely is just like 233 down to 210. Personally, if I'm taking this trade, maybe even would look for a higher low, and maybe I would look to re-enter that long. I just like 233 here. It's such a strong level, such a great level on the chart. Wow, we still have 60 people watching on TikTok. That's wild to me because I don't even think they can hear me, and they definitely can't see. They can't see me. They can only see like right here. You can't see this, but I'm waving to them. They can only see like this much of the chart, and it's at an angle. But hey, shout out to them. Got 60 watching. This is what I'd be wary of, and if I did enter a short, where I'd have to at least consider if I wanted to close it there. 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly candles consolidated, making a pretty strong order block with that starting at 233. So you can see this trade was pretty fire actually. It was placed back here. We said this is where I'd look, and we're trying to play it back to 324. So I mean, I don't know what time frame you're trading. I don't know kind of like, what if you're using leverage, what percent of your kind of capital you're using, what risk you have, your risk profile, etc. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't give financial advice. So it's hard to answer. Man. Super short 5-minute looks good on the super short time frames, like 5-minute. I think it looks pretty good. 15, little weakness. 30 had that awesome fake out I was just looking at on Bitcoin on the 5-minute. Love it. Best of luck. I don't really have any more input for you. Don't really have more input for you. What I would say is if you do take your short, if you do, actually 264 might not be a bad level for a short. If you do, I would be looking for I would look at the 233 level price point. then down at maybe 215 to 210. We have a nice little weekly move there in this structure. And if that breaks, you have an amazing short. I guess this might be the reasoning. This might be the reasoning behind people wanting to short BNB right now. I don't like to short FUD though. No. This would be the reasoning. Look at this inefficient price action. This is some of them, like, I don't know, maybe Doge has, maybe it's like just Doge or like Shiba Inu used to have. Look at this inefficiency. Ready? You consolidated. You broke your range. You painted higher lows. Explosive rally. BNB went from $32 to $800 with almost 100% inefficient price action. For those of you who don't know what I mean by inefficient price action, check out the playlist of short videos. It'll explain it. But basically, in a nutshell, price went only up. This is very efficient price action. The market's buying, selling, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling in a range. It's efficient. Market participants are trading and agreeing on price. When it broke that high back in 2021, it went virtually straight up. There was very little. There's very little back and forth. There's no consolidation. It didn't build any support. There's no support built here. So people looking to short BNB likely is because of FUD, but I will give this to them. If BNB breaks, it can break its low at 185. It can break it slightly, come back up, and it can even do it again, and maybe as low as like 160 or something like that, right? And you can still be in this big old wedge. You could still look for this to resolve to the upside. But I wouldn't be taking longs like for long term on it because of that inefficient price action, man. That's an 80%. 80%. If you lose support here and it doesn't get bought up for a double bottom or like a slightly lower low, if you lose support here, you can see this go all the way back down. Take a big tumble down to like $40. That could be a huge short. That would be an epic short. And what that would do is it would create more efficient price action on the chart. Why do markets seek efficient price action? I do not know. But they do. They do very predictably. I don't think there's really a trend line there. But I think this is like, what do you call it? This is like the light or the flame to the moth here. Is this big box. Let me get rid of this. This big box of inefficient price action. Like this whole thing. That's juicy. That's juicy. It won't be easy. It won't be easy to grab a trade and hold it into that. Definitely won't be. But if you can make it happen, damn, you got yourself a sick trade. Again, this could, in my opinion, is still looking more like a wedge, more like a falling wedge. And falling wedges, we look for them to resolve to the upside. Can't doodle today. So I don't know. If it's going to do that, it could be awesome. I would definitely pay attention to BNB BTC. Been talking about this forever. BNB BTC, it did break our broadening wedge, but I guess in typical broadening fashion, it really just broadened. He said again and again. It broadened, the broaden. See on the weekly. Cool. So on a bigger time frame, we're back above the wedge. So we can say, all right, well, that also happened back here. This is still in the wedge. This is an ascending wedge, an ascending broadening wedge, which typically are bearish. This is typically a bearish formation. And if that does play out as a bearish formation, we might see it play out something like this, our doodle from maybe the last live stream. Where we do move, we still could move using our Fibonacci extension retracement. We hit our 1618 measured move. We could still see that 2 measured move play out at 0225. We could still see that play out, and we could still see that reject, break the bottom of the wedge, find resistance, and paint a gnarly inverse head and shoulders that likely takes it very far down. So if BNB BTC shows more weakness, if it breaks its low of this week, closes below the wedge maybe on the weekly in the next few hours, then I think we see this inefficiency. I think we see that painted in. That was way longer than I expected to take. Did not expect to be talking about that long. Is what it is. What's up, Edric Allah? GB. How you doing, brother? Anthony Prod. Persicles Sevaganani. I butchered that. Arham Daily Life. What's up, bro? Keyboard Warrior. Ginger Roberts. Thanks for subscribing, guys, while I was ranting. I don't rant the whole stream, I promise. Well, yeah, I do. I lied. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed and hit the like buttons, vote in the poll, say hi in the chat. What are you waiting for? 431 votes. I'm getting number dyslexic. It does look like Leave It is going to win. Leave It has been in the lead the whole time. So I think we're going to leave it. We're just going to leave the trade. The stop is above its entry, so there's really very little risk here outside of slippage, which I've never experienced on BingX. I've experienced incredibly great liquidity. They don't pay me to say that. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest experience. Is their liquidity seems very good. I don't get sniped out. Like I used to do live trading on Femex and I'd get sniped out by like a penny, like every live stream. Maybe though, maybe that's just like confirmation bias, or maybe that's just, you know, RNG. Maybe that'll come. Who knows? Regards from Brazil. Shout out Brazil, you beautiful people. Brazil, you have the most beautiful people in the world. I definitely said your name wrong. Parisliz? I don't know. Sorry, man. But shout out to you. No problem. Ooh, error random, reminding me of some of our own TomCrown original analysis. I never saw anyone talk about this. We started talking about it. Now I'm sure other people are as well. Total. This is good to watch on the weekly. I actually thought about this in the beginning and then forgot. I got sidetracked. Total crypto market cap. So this is a really great chart that not everyone has seen. Most people, I think, probably haven't ever seen this chart. This is on the weekly time frame. What this is representative. It is a calculation. So there are problems with calculations. What do you include? Who's making the decisions, etc. Right? This is a calculation of all of the value of cryptocurrency added together into one chart. It normally resembles Bitcoin very closely. There are times when it deviates. There's times when it deviates, like back here in 2018. And we've seen in the past, these deviations are actually better predictors. They have been. Not always, but I'd say better predictors or better analysis can be made on them than just Bitcoin's chart. So what's hella spicy? Right here, 2018's high. Total market cap, 761 billion. That is this green line. I'm going to actually make this line like blue just to separate it so you can tell what I'm looking at. Blue line. What happened is the market was in an explosive parabolic rally. Sellers or profit taking came in, rejected price to a higher low, broke support, consolidated in a bear flag, and fell into a bear market low. Retested, fell, retested, broke out. So here, when it was this like December, January 22, 21, the market retook that previous high. It set a new total crypto market cap high. Very inefficient price action. Again, we were talking about that earlier with BNB. Very inefficient price action here on total crypto market cap. Very little consolidation, mostly just up. But the little consolidations we do have do give us some ideas of where we might look for support. Boop, boop. Right there. And if we zoom in, we see we hit a new high, an all-time high, and we fell down. All right. On June's low, when Bitcoin hit 17.5K during that tumble, it perfectly backtested 2018's high. So this was resistance. And in June, it tested it as support and bounced. That would have been an epic place for the bear market to end. That would have been epic. If we got like a V-shaped recovery here, this would have been epic. And we probably would have done something like this if we had gotten a V-shaped recovery. But it got sold off. Womp womp. Sold off. High, lower high, boom. We tested it again, and here's where things got sketchy. As Bitcoin fell to 15.5K, it actually broke that support. You can see here on the bottom wicks of these weekly candles. This is where it gets really spicy. This is so spicy. So really zoomed in. Look, 1, 2, 3, and now this week 4. We have 4 weekly candles that have traded below this support. Knock on wood, in the next 4 hours, it's looking, I mean, it's too close to call. 761 billion in the next 4 hours, closing above it, will signal support is held again. What's eye-catching is look at we have lower lows. We broke June's lows, but look at where the market settles up by the end of the week. Market participants saying, nope, we're going to hold that as support. Hopefully we get that again here. If we see a weekly candle close below 761, that's going to be a pretty bearish signal. That's likely going to be a continuation to the downside, bigger than what we've seen. If it does happen, we would look to our next support, which is looking right about 535 billion. So using that logic, we could say you can't actually trade this because it's a calculation. But we could say, all right, we're looking to hold our lows. We'll give it a little leeway. And we can say, if these lows break, then we're expecting further or faster volatility to the downside, and we want to get out of a long trade. But we can calculate and plot out or plan out a pretty tight stop here. I wouldn't use necessarily just the low, although you could. I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3. Good. Give it a little leeway. But you could say, all right, I don't think the market is going to give this up. If the weekly candles continue to not close below, I don't think it's going to give it up. So I'm expecting retracement. And that really would make sense. I'm a perma bull on Bitcoin because I believe it is only going to become a larger part of the future for my lifetime, our lifetimes. Doesn't mean I think price only goes up. But even in this scenario, with this theoretical trade on a theoretical chart, this, not quite as inefficient as this, right? We see a little bit more consolidating. We have kind of weak highs, 2 weak highs on the way down. It looks like at 2.2 and 1.2. You have 2 weak highs. So a little bit more consolidation, a little bit more efficient price action. But in general, this is pretty inefficient price action. So we may look for a retracement. And I preface this with I'm a perma bull because you might as well know. It's not a secret. But even in this scenario, where we go back and we do fill in some of this inefficiency, move back to like 1.7 trillion, this does not mean we're in a bull run. This does not signal a bull run. This is just a simple 618 golden ratio retrace. This very much could then look to set lower lows. If it did, I think it would look something like this. Let's do something like this. Could do that. I know you could say, well, it could do anything. Yes, I know. I know. But this would be This would be very in line with technical analysis. You can even kind of visualize this here as it becomes a falling channel. Wow, that's really good. I should screenshot this. This is really good. This looks good. I'll add the channel. There we go. Ooh, I like the way this looks. Let's make this a little lower. Something like that. So this would suck. This would be the equivalent of 13.8 basically on Bitcoin's chart. 13.8K. This would suck. But kind of the silver lining here is this descending channel. This would be a macro descending channel, kind of like here. This might be more of a broadening channel. And here, we would then expect it eventually to resolve to the upside. And then the farther down we've pulled, the larger our measured move to the upside. This is a lot of ifs. This is cool. I'm nerding out right now. Deal with it. Stay with me. I rarely get this into a chart. But the farther down we pull, the larger... Oops. The farther down we pull... Here we go. So if we bottom out here, our 1618 is at 7 trillion. If we do play out this way and we go all the way down to 400 billion, our Fibonacci extension, then the low is lower, and that gives us a higher extension target. So that would say 10 trillion. That sounds pretty good. That's roughly the market cap of gold. It's very psychological. 10.5, like the ultimate psychological. Don't pay attention to the x-axis here, like time-wise. This could all happen in like a day. Like, I mean, it won't. But in theory, like, it's not about, don't say, oh, well, it's 2017 September here. And like, it's this is distorted, the timeline, the time axis. But this could very well be what the bull run looks like, the next market. If we saw this play out, it would then look actually a lot like back here with this inefficient price action. Move to the upside. You see like a high, higher high, and see it come back down. That could paint like a really big broadening wedge. Really big. This is cool stuff. I'm going to put this in the chat. Let's let's clean it up just a little bit. This could very well be the future. We don't know. No one will know. Only time will tell. And Crypto World says USA needs to print more. Oh yeah, this would be printer go burr time. That almost definitely would. The timeline on that would elapse. So many good clips in the stream. I know. We should have someone. If any, I mean, volunteers, please, in the Discord, feel free to send timestamps and stuff. But we should try to find someone who has the time and is willing to watch the streams and do timestamps and clips. That'd be dope. I don't know how much I could pay them or what I could do. What I could do for them. Maybe I could figure something out. Jump in the Discord though if you're interested in that. Dude, even if you're not, jump in the Discord anyway. Let's see. How do we have 130 viewers on TikTok? The view is terrible. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull this up and show you how terrible it is. Like, I can't believe anyone's watching it. Wait, can I even do that here? Can I watch my own live stream? I don't know. Can I watch my own live stream on my web?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know how to do this. TikTok says... Guys, I know you hate TikTok. So do I. But I used to hate Twitter. I still kind of do. But I used to hate Twitter. But I have to use it. Like, as a social media person. Just, like, have to use it. And TikTok is like the ultimate of that. Like, I'll post a short on YouTube. It'll get 3,000 views. It'll get over 500,000 on TikTok. It's just like a necessary evil, it feels. Let me log into some. I guess I have to log in to view it. This is janky. I have to check my phone. Son of a... oh my god. E and E. Okay, hold on. Unable to verify. F you. Two objects are the same. What? Oh, I guess it means numbers. Dude, these CAPTCHAs, they're like too hard for humans. There we go. I failed that CAPTCHA 3 times. Maybe I am a robot. Oh my god. How many CAPTCHA what? TikTok, let me in. Let me in. I just want to see my own stream so I can show you guys how crappy it is. There we go. This is what they're seeing over there on TikTok. Look at this. There's 150 people watching. They probably, yeah, now see, pulled it up. This is their view. That's what they're seeing. And there's 150 people watching it. Well, shout out to them. They're real champs. We got 600 over here on YouTube. But we'll take you. We'll take you on either platform. We'll take it all along. There's been a lot of great alpha. I think I've been a little inspired because of the TikTok being live and because we had a rough start. I had to make it a banger. Could take 1 or 2 years to see the real bottom. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. The one thing, so I can't tell you. I don't know the bottom. No one knows the bottom. That's like almost a necessary part of it being a bottom. People can guess and be right, but no one knows. But it's almost part of it is you just have to accept you can't know, but you can still plan. You can still create a plan to be successful regardless of where the bottom is. And you can do that with a technical analysis and layering, very similar to like grid trading. You're not looking to go all in one value. You're looking to kind of wade in like a rock in a river, man. You're just letting the tides carry you around a little bit, but you're still holding your ground. But it could be years. It could be in. Like, that's the thing. And I can guarantee this as well. When the bottom is in, no one will think it's in. Like, it will not be, you will not feel as if it's in. The vibe in the space will not be as if it's in. That's kind of why I said it could already be in, because that seems to be the vibe. But that was also, I'll say, that was also the vibe at 17. Nobody thought the bottom was in. So, time will tell. Only time knows. That's the thing. What's up, Benny Mortasia? How do I say your name, dude? You have to, like, tell me. If I wanted to make money, I'd post an affiliate link to those shades. Guys, who has the sunglasses manufacturer hookup? Let's make a TomCrown line of sunglasses, man. Let's do it. What software am I using to stream to YouTube? OBS. BNB going to the moon, says Zahid. All right. I'll take it. Just joined. What did you miss, Hosma? Bro, so much. This has been a banger. This has been a banger. It's been a banger one, man. Influencer. No, I won't say it. YouTube guy. YouTube shorts are winning. Dude, our YouTube shorts are so freaking good, but YouTube will not show them to anyone. Like, it's ridiculous how few views they get. They get so many views on every other platform. YouTube is just like, it does not show them to like people who aren't subscribed. I think maybe though it's because the short content is much more basic. It's not really targeted to our subscribed viewers. And I think that hurts them. If I was smart, and maybe I'll try this, I should try to upload them to like either a new channel, or I do have like that backup channel. Maybe I should do a new channel and just have those, because YouTube does care very much about like your subscribers and how they react to your content. If your subscribers really like a specific video that you make, it will show it to new people. But if your subscribers don't like a video, even if it's a very good video, it's just not the content they're looking for, YouTube then just, it either won't show it or it'll take a very long time to figure out whose eyes it should go to. But YouTube is incredibly good at delivering videos to the correct eyes when it comes to long form content. Apparently with short form content is garbage. Hopefully they're working on it. We'll see. What's up, Kiko Dinez Faz? Thanks for subscribing. Ryan Hiring, Lipa, Elias, Christopher Powlich, Chamindu Nisalala. Oh man, this is hard. Chamindu Nisasala, Shana Rana Sangha. I know I butchered it, but I did my best. That was pretty good, I think. 7Fab7, Edric Allah. Thank you, guys. Make sure you guys jump in the Discord. Keep up with our live streams. We do an airdrop live after, where you'll get some free Satoshis. I'll make everyone a Bitcoin holder. All you have to do is when you join, click agree to the rules. Well, agree to the rules. Then in the verify room, you'll see a message by MeBot that has a little checkmark emoji. You have to click the reaction. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then you'll get the airdrop. It's not a lot, but hey, maybe 10 years from now, you'll come back and be like, Tom, those airdrops are now worth $1 bajillion. You made me rich. And I'll say, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Right on. Right on. We haven't looked at too many charts. We usually look at more charts. We've gotten over 100 live subscribers during this stream. That actually hasn't happened in a while outside of the FOMC meetings. We had a bigger stream, I feel, 2 days ago, and we only got like 60. Right on, guys. Thanks for really subscribing, hitting the like buttons. It does help. You'll see we have like 600 live viewers. I'm blown away that we have that many with how boring it is right now. 550 likes. It's because you guys are engaging with the stream. It makes a difference. All right. Someone had asked, I know someone had asked for BNX like last stream and the stream before, and now Chruch Jalib is asking for it again. So we'll just look at it. We'll look at it. Get my bearings. We're on the weekly. $50. Interesting. I don't own any of this BNX, just for disclosure and transparency. $50, very psychological level. Humans are very good at comprehending numbers in factors of 10 and 5. So to see a bounce here isn't surprising. However, it's not enough for me to be bullish. Let's see. Our Fibonacci retracement tool from our $15 low to our $170 high, $175 high, brings us to $50. Or our 0.5 is at $60 actually. That's not the same. That's too big actually to call them the same. I could have tricked you guys and just said they're the same and probably wouldn't have noticed. 0.5 retrace, if you're able to retake your high on a 0.5 retrace, that's a very powerful move. That's a 5-0. That'd be big. I'm not saying that's going to happen because conditions just don't really look right. Our 618 retrace, our golden pocket retrace, is at $40. This would be not a bad level. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm going to buy this. I don't know what it is. If I was going to buy it, though, I would probably be looking, personally, lower. That 618 retrace of $40. But what I really like is this weekly down here. This weekly block. Since I don't know what this project is and don't really have a passion for it, I'm okay if my orders don't get filled. If they don't get filled, I'm fine. That's my preferred way of trading anyway. The market comes to me or it doesn't get my money. That's a good mindset to have. But if I was very interested in it, this is, I think, the value zone. It's like $22.50, $30. There's no guarantee it will come down here. Like I said, you're at like the 0.5 retrace. You could see a 5-0 move. You could see this happen over time. Something like this. And then you get like a nice smooth trend line. You get a flat top, and then maybe it looks for a new all-time high, right? That could be a big macro part of the chart. But this is where I think value would be. Down lower. $50, that is a clean bounce. It is a clean bounce. But support, I really think support's at 40 and 30. $100. I could see this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This would be so perfect. I would like this to happen just from like a nerd perspective on BNX. If you bounced 50, moved to like 107, back to your 618, then you rejected. Your 1618 is at $30, and your 2 extension measured move is like exactly at the bottom of this range. Look at where these extensions are. They're virtually the exact same values as that weekly order block. For me, this is the value zone. Time will tell. Time will tell. I'll look at it on the daily really quick. Let me just put B. Market cipher B. Lower low, money flow, not great. This is kind of the only redeeming factor here. RSI on the daily for BNX. This is the lowest RSI it's ever had. This is the most oversold BNX has ever been on. I don't know what exchange this is. I can't tell. Probably Binance. This is the most oversold it's ever been on the daily. Yet it is not at its lowest point in price. You do have the potential for a strong bullish divergence. There's no guarantee. You need to see, again, like as high as 171 to really confirm that at all. The one maybe other saving grace factor is this fall has been very inefficient price action. This fall just down. So the market is likely to retrace. It's always likely to retrace. It doesn't mean it has to go all the way up. But whenever you see inefficient price action, the market almost always looks to move back and make that efficient again. If you want to learn more about that, check out the playlist. And that's incredibly inefficient. Look at these dailies. Here it's kind of efficient, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7 days of just down, no bounce, no retracement. Very inefficient. It wouldn't surprise me to see it move back up towards 100, but 100 doesn't get you out of the woods. Remember at the beginning of this stream, however many hours ago that was? You remember this little guy? Remember this? We pointed this value out here when we started streaming. Price immediately hit it, and now it's just right back there. It seems attracted. Seems attracted to our target. Oh, and look at this. I want to clip that. I'm going to clip this. When I called this like, oh God, as soon as I saw this paint right here, I was like, ooh, we might be getting this. I mean, technically I still could be wrong. It's still very cool. I'd say it's impressive, but it still could just like do that. You know, like it, when I drew this, I was implying like a higher high. We'll see. That's hella good though. That's fire. That's straight fire. What's up, Jorn, Skyfire, Dawid, X1, Chat Master, Dungeon Master. What's up, Barefoot Fletch, Crypto Council. Can I apply to join? Telly P. Thanks for subscribing, Telly P. Good to have you. Lippa, Ryan Hring, Kiko Dino Faz. I think I said that one already. Join us. Hit the subscribe button. We've gotten like 150 subscribers on YouTube. I wonder how many actually we've gotten on TikTok during this live stream. 74 people still watching. Hello, TikTok. Sorry your view sucks. I'll figure this out better. You can check us out over at YouTube for a better view. Or wait until the next one. You just want like to be able to see the price. Good enough. Good enough. Guten Tagen. Guten Tagen. Huh. How long have we been live? Where is it? An hour and 40 minutes. Hour and 40 minutes. All right. We've been live an hour and 40 minutes. If you have been around on this channel for a while, you know Bitcoin always waits to move until I end the stream. I do want to thank everyone for joining us for the first Congression. Congression? What's the church word? Congression? I don't know. The first sermon of the Church of Bitcoin. Are we a real religion? Well, for tax purposes, maybe. Tax purposes. We're a real religion. Thank you for joining us. I am TomCrown, your Bitcoin pastor. May the decentralized gods bless you. Jump in the Discord. Check out the links in the video description below. Shout out to our sponsors. We'll be live again. Check for the scheduled stream.